What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Tyler Davis, and we're going to break down our week number 5 Thursday night football showdown slate between the San Francisco 49ers and the LA Rams. A big, massive NFC West matchup here. 3-1 Niners, 3-1 Rams. This is huge, huge, huge for the NFC West. We have a lot of injury news to cover here. We're going to go team by team. We'll start with the Niners, of course. Before we do, make sure you guys are subscribed if you enjoyed this content. Please hit this video with a like, comment down below any questions you may have. I started a brand new TikTok as well, so check out some of my short form content on my TikTok at TDavisPlaybook. And then, of course, I'm on social media at TDavisBrand. We have a Patreon download available in the link in the description below. If you want to check behind the paywall some of my top plays for each and every slate. And then I also have a free How to Win an NFL DFS ebook, which you can sign up easily in the link in the description below. It's free, and you'll be able to get that ebook all to yourself. All right, let's jump into it here. Start with the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the big injury status is, of course, Brock Purdy, Ricky Pearsall, Juwan Jennings. They've been banged up pretty much all season. Pearsall and Jennings did play last week, but Pearsall went out injured, which is something we have to monitor. John Lynch, the GM, came out and said Purdy and Pearsall will be questionable heading into week number 5 here on Thursday Night Football. Juwan Jennings, I believe, will play. He's a little bit on that veteran kind of practice schedule, so they rest him a good bit. But I'm a little bit concerned about Purdy and Pearsall here. We have to monitor that heading into Thursday. You got to think Purdy will try to tough this out and play. I think he will, but it's definitely something we have to monitor, a little bit concerning there. Pearsall will be a little bit more, I think, a true game time decision here because he did leave that game against the Jaguars, so that's something we have to monitor. But of course, we start with CMC, the GOAT, the legend. How do you not play this guy every single week? 4 weeks in a row now, over 20 fantasy points. He goes over 25 fantasy points this week against the Jaguars. 11 targets. Like, you just cannot get this output out of any running back. He's basically a number 1 receiver and a number 1 running back here for the 49ers. Play CMC all formats, cash games, tournaments, small field, large field. It doesn't matter. Try to get CMC in there, both captain and flex. Now, Brock Purdy, we have to monitor this. Now, I'm going to be honest. Brock Purdy, let me start with this. Brock Purdy is a better player than Mac Jones, better quarterback than Mac Jones. But from a fantasy football perspective, there is not a massive, massive drop off from Purdy to Jones. Now, I do think Purdy has more upside. He's better. He's going to get a little bit, he probably is going to be safer fantasy points. However, I don't think there's like a massive drop off from Purdy to Jones. So if Purdy were to be ruled out, I'm going to treat the quarterback position here for the Niners the exact same, and I'm getting a $1,000 discount if it is Mac Jones. So either one, obviously they're great. Quarterbacks are super safe in showdown. You want to play them in all formats. I probably don't go there in the captain spot. I don't know if the upside is massive there, like it could be for CMC, or even like a guy like Juwan Jennings or some of the guys on the Rams. So I probably don't go captain in tournaments. But of course, in cash games, you want the quarterback for the Niners in there as much as possible, whether it's Purdy or Jones. Then you got Pearsall, who's banged up. You got Juwan Jennings. You got Kendrick Bourne in there. And you got Demarcus Robinson and Sky Moore. We saw MVS was inactive last week, so he'd probably be active if Pearsall was out. If Pearsall is out, I'm easily going to Juwan Jennings, 6,600. This dude has major upside in him. Only 4 targets for 24 yards last week. He is a little bit banged up, so it's tough. And if Pearsall is out, to me, that just opens up more of Kendrick Bourne, who has been outstanding, especially when Mac Jones is in there. They have a great rapport. Obviously, with Jennings and Pearsall back last week, he didn't have the output you'd want. And you also have Demarcus Robinson, who's going to play some snaps now as well. They picked him up. He knows the offense a good bit. So if we get no Pearsall, I'm going to rotate between Kendrick Bourne and Demarcus Robinson a good bit. They're nice values there for us. If Pearsall is active, that makes it a little bit tougher. I do think you can still play Bourne and Robinson, but you want to set a rule there where you max one of them. I don't think you want to play both of them together if Pearsall is active. It's just too much. They're eating to each other's upside too much. It won't be worth playing all of them. And then, like I said, if Pearsall's out, I love Juwan Jennings here, even though he's a little bit banged up. Eddie Pinheiro, the kicker, is fine. The Niners should be able to score here against the Rams. Rams defense is good, but I think the Niners can definitely still score. So Pinheiro is a great source of value there. And Jake Tongues, he's been impressive. Not too bad. I know he's not George Kittle, but he's been okay on a 1-game slate like this. He has a low A-dog, but if he gets in the end zone like he did last week, he's got 2 touchdowns already this year. If he can get in the end zone here against the Rams, he pays off this salary easily. Playing a bunch of snaps, he blocks, and he catches for them. So I like Jake Tongues at that price tag a good bit. Niners defense, I think I'm off right now with no Nick Bosa, and against what we saw coming off against the Jaguars, they just didn't look too good. I know they can still get to the quarterback. Robert Saleh is a good defensive coordinator, but I don't know. Rams offense, man, is just loaded this season. Then you got MVS, who if Pearsall is inactive, he would play. So I'm probably avoiding MVS unless Pearsall's inactive. Maybe you take a shot, but he's too much. 2,600 too much for me, in my opinion. Brian Robinson, who'll kind of mix in as that, he'll get some first and second down carries behind CMC, but we haven't seen the upside. He might be able to fall in the end zone. Maybe they give it to him down there, and that would pay off his salary, but it's a little bit thin. It's large field only for me. Kyle Juszczyk, I wish he was like 800 or 1K. I'd have some interest. At 2K, I don't, but he has caught the ball. He has a catch in every single game this year. But if he was like if he was minimum price, I'd be all over it. But 2K is tough for a guy that's only going to probably get 2 catches at the most. So it's a little bit tough to stomach. Luke Farrell, the backup tight end here. I do have some interest at 1,600. I'd probably set a rule where I max one of Jake Tongues and Luke Farrell. But Farrell can definitely make your player pool for large fields. And then you got Sky Moore. He'd only be somewhat of a option if Ricky Pearsall was out or if Jawan Jennings was out. But no real interest there. All right, let's go to the Rams side here. This is a quick timeout to let you guys know that I've been a pro DFS player for over 5 years and have over $100,000 in career winnings. And now I'm giving away all my secrets, which you can check out at patreon.com/tdavisbrand. The link is also in the description below. It's going to give you a cheat sheet for every major slate of the NFL season. So Thursday Night Football, Sunday main slate, Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, all the major slates, whether it be Showdown or the regular classic slates, you'll have access to my cheat sheet, as well as access to my private Discord where you can ask me anything fantasy football related. And I also have a NFL DFS ebook, How to Win at Daily Fantasy Football. It goes over every strategy you would want to win some cold hard cash this upcoming NFL season. We talk about things like bankroll management, contest selection, how to win GPPs, cash games, etc. So sign up for the free ebook down in the link in the description below. This Rams offense has been absolutely phenomenal this season. I mean, my God, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, and Matt Stafford, they have just lit it up. Puka Nacua, this guy is just a legend. I mean, Matt Stafford this guy has 42 catches in 4 weeks. Like, he is on pace for, I don't even know, 150 catches, 200 catches. Like, this is insanity. 15 targets last week, 170 yards. Who in the Niners is going to stop this guy? There's nobody. I mean, then you got Devontae Adams on the other side, who's been super, super productive. Probably the best number 2 receiver in the NFL by far. 3 touchdowns in a row last 3 weeks. I'm trying to play Puka and everything. I'm trying to play Devontae Adams as much as I can. I want to play the Stafford double stacks, but it's tough to afford all these. I'm going to try to look for some cheap captains and try to fit CMC, Puka and Stafford, maybe Devontae if I can. You got Kyren Williams, obviously still an alpha here in the backfield. I mentioned in my waiver wire video that I had some interest in Blake Corum, and he's really cheap here, but they've been trying to give more of a workload to Blake Corum. So I do like that here for Blake Corum at only 3K. I'd probably set a rule where I'm maxing one of Kyren and Blake Corum. We don't want them to eat into each other's upside. And Kyren Williams, still the third down back, so he's really, really, really safe. Great source on DraftKings as well. So it's going to be tough. How do we afford Puka, Stafford, Adams, Williams? I don't know, man. It's tough. I think I still like Puka and Adams as my two more. I think they can really torch this Niners passing defense. But of course, Kyren Williams is a great play. I think I prefer Puka and Adams over him. It's tough though. Then you got Josh Carty, the kicker, like we said, great source of value always as kickers. They've been priced higher and higher though. 5,400 is tough to stomach, but the Rams should score some points. I think the Rams defense, if Purdy's out and Mac Jones plays, I think there's some interest there. Like I said, I think Mac Jones can still be productive, but I think the Rams can get to the quarterback. Their pass rush is actually really, really good. Their defense is good this year. So I think the Rams defense is pretty good at 4K to keep in your player pool. Then you got Tutu Atwell, Jordan Whittington. I'm probably setting a rule here where I'm maxing one of Tutu and Whittington. Tutu is very, volatile, right? And they price him up too much here because he had the one big catch for a touchdown here. That's great, yeah. And if he does that again, you're probably going to win some tournaments. But how consistently is Tutu going to do that, right? Weeks 1 through 3, he had a total of 1 target, right? 1 catch of 4 yards. So I'm not going to Tutu here. I think he's large field tournament only, and the price tag is way too tough for me. I think I prefer Jordan Whittington, who a little bit safer, probably not major upside, but they like him. They trust him in run blocking, and he can get you a couple targets here and there, maybe a carry or two. So I think Whittington at only 1K is interesting. And then you got these tight end rotation that they use. Tyler Higbee, who's been banged up kind of all season. Davis Allen, who's more of like a red zone threat and a blocker. And Colby Parkinson, who, same thing, he's kind of a blocker, but he can get you a catch or two. I'm not gonna lie, I'm setting a rule here where I'm maxing one of Higbee, Allen, and Parkinson. I don't even want to play two of these guys in a lineup together, and they just kind of rotate in and out. Obviously, Higbee's the main guy, but he's been banged up. So I don't know. You could consider all these guys in your player pool, but like I said, set a rule there where you max one. Just kind of let the projections tell you what you think you should do there. And then that's pretty much it there. None of these receivers really. I mean, Mumfield gets some snaps, but no, he's just not going to really catch any passes. And that's really it. So yeah, for value, I'm looking at one of these maybe Rams tight ends. I'm looking at Blake Corum. I'm looking at Jordan Whittington. And then on the Niners side, I'm looking at, if Pearsall's out, I'm looking at one of these other receivers. Demarcus Robinson, Kendrick Bourne is where I'm looking. Maybe Sky Moore. And then the tight ends, Tongues and Farrell. So that's it for the Week 4 Thursday Night Football Showdown slate. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, please subscribe, like this video, hit that bell, and check out all the videos for week number 5 here on my channel. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please go ahead and give this video a like. I appreciate it so much, as well as subscribe to the channel here on YouTube so you can check out all the videos that I have to offer.